Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use Secret Manager with FlutterFlow. So Secret Manager is a Google product where it allows you to store API keys, passwords, certificates, and sensitive data. This allows you to have another layer of security to ensure API keys, for example, are not revealed. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Secret Manager in conjunction with Cloud Functions. So usually if you have deployed a Cloud Function and you require to set a secret of some sort, for example, in Stripe, or you're making a Cloud Function with an API call that has a secret, a lot of the times that you would have set the secret within the Cloud Function itself. So for this example, this is the Stripe or flow, and you might have set the secret as a value inside the Cloud Function, or you've set it as an environmental variable. But this is not secure because if someone has access to your code via GitHub, if you've pushed it, or somehow they have access to your project, they can actually see your secret, which is not the most secure method. The most secure method is to use Secret Manager, and this is a service provided by Google itself. So let's jump right in to see how you can set a Secret Manager and call it and retrieve it in a Cloud Function. So first things first, you have to enable Secret Manager in your API features. So you go to API services, enable APIs, and then search for Secret Manager API, and then enable it. So in this example here, I've already enabled it. Next, what you need to do here is go to Secret Manager. So you can easily just type Secret Manager at the top, and then go to the product and pages, go to this page here, and then you can see here, I have already set some secrets, but in this example here, I'm going to just create a test secret. So how do you create a secret? So first things first, you just press create secret. You just call this secret name. So you could call it like test secret 2, test secret 2, or something like that. You can input your secret value or import it directly from a file. So if you just type ABCDEFG here in this example, and then just simply create secrets. You can leave all this as normal. And that's fine. What you need to do next is enable access to Secret Manager for the account that runs the Cloud Function. So what I mean here is whenever you deploy a Cloud Function, so if we look at a Cloud Function example here, you can see here there's a service account. The service account is the account that actually runs the Cloud Function. So in this example, the service account is play around 2F108 at appspot.gserviceaccount.com. So basically what you need to do next is go to IAM in your Google Cloud. So IAM, and press IAM here. And then scroll down to the service account that runs the Cloud Function. And then granted the role Secret Manager, Secret Accessor. So it allows this service account to access the secret within your project. So in this example, I've created a test secret, and the value is actually ABCDEF. So you can actually see it, you can view the secret, and subsequently you can create new versions of the secret. So let's just say I want to change it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is our new secret. So we're adding an update of the new secret value. So version number 2 here. So how do you use this within FlutterFlow now that we have got it all configured? So first things first, we need to add the package. So this is the latest package, and you can find this on NPM. It's called at Google Cloud Secret Manager. And the current version is 6.1.2. And so all you got to do here is at Google Cloud Secret Manager 6.1.2. And in future deployment of the Cloud Function, it will basically install this package for your Cloud Function to access. So in terms of the code itself, so the code itself by default, when you create a new code here, so if I do add a boilerplate code, it doesn't have any access to Secret Manager. So what you got to do here is I've already written the code itself. What you have to do here is require the Secret Manager and then set the client service. And then to access the secret itself, you can easily get AI to write the code for you. AI will come out with a code that is very similar. So this is using the API to access the secret, and it will ask you for the project ID. And the project ID is basically your Firebase project ID. And you can see here, it's accessing the project play around to F108, the secrets, and the secret name is called test secret, and is accessing the latest version. What the cloud function here is doing is basically simply logging every minute what is the secret. So once that's configured, you can use this secret everywhere else in the code. So you can continue writing your cloud function code, whether that's making an API call or other things that you want to do that is using the secret itself. So all you got to do here now is simply deploy it. I'll just redeploy this. Well, I don't really need to, but because it's already deployed, but you simply got to deploy this cloud function and you're able to access the secret within this cloud function itself. So let's go to the cloud function itself. It's already deployed, and let's look at the logs. So remember how I changed the secret from ABCDEF to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So you can see here, the cloud function is logging the secret value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you can, in essence, use this secret value and make the required API calls to external services, ensuring that your secret is not revealed within the code itself if someone has access to the code, or within the project on your FlutterFlow project. I hope this super short, quick tutorial helped you elevate the security of your FlutterFlow app by using Google Cloud's Secret Manager. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe for more content on FlutterFlow. And if you want to work together, feel free to reach out. See ya. Bye.